I am about to document the settings that I use to record time-lapse video on the iPhone and the Android phone. They are recording plants growing up. I left the cameras recording for 15 hours. You see how the plants actually move? In the previous time lapse, I used only one phone to record. Why do I use two phones now? Because I want the iPhone to record a close-up shot and I want the Android phone to record a wider shot of what's happening in the pot. Okay, the iPhone is inside a phone holder on top of a tripod, and the Android phone is inside a mini selfie stick tripod sitting on a box, and the box is sitting on a stool. If you can see, my phone has got a rubber band tied across it. Why? Because I'm afraid it might slip out. Okay, so now I'm going to go through the settings. Let's start with the iPhone. Okay, let's start with the iPhone. Okay, as for the iPhone, the time-lapse function is built into its native camera app. Okay, I'm going in now. Okay, right now it's in time-lapse mode. By default, it usually starts in photo mode. We have to scroll down to the time-lapse mode. Next, I'll point my camera at whatever I want to capture. Okay, those seeds over there. And then the next thing I'll do is press and hold on one of the seeds. What I'm doing is doing the AEAF lock. I'm locking the focus, the exposure, and of course the white balance at the same time. And the next thing is I press the record button, and then it will start. From this point, someone will ask me this question: wouldn't I need a lot of memory? I shot this for 15 hours. Would a phone even record 15 hours of video? Actually, no. iPhone time-lapse function is a wonderful thing. In case you don't know what time-lapse is a video that makes time look a little bit faster than normal. There's two ways of doing it. You record in normal speed, and then during editing, you fast forward the video. The second way is to set your camera to time-lapse. So when you set your camera to time-lapse, what it does is it will take one shot after another shot at an interval. Okay, in a normal video, you get 25 shots or 30 shots in a single second. All right, that's very quick. That's how you make a video. But for time-lapse, maybe every 1 minute, it will take one shot. And at the end of the day, they'll combine all the shots into a video. Some people also ask me, so that means I cannot convert a time-lapse video back to a normal speed video? Yes, a time-lapse video cannot be converted back to a normal speed video. But a normal speed video can be edited into a time-lapse video. There's no settings for interval. For iPhone, it's automatic. Okay, no matter 11 hours, 15 hours, or even 5 hours, the final result is always about 30 seconds, plus minus a few seconds, right? Around there, 30 seconds. Sometimes I get 20 seconds, sometimes I get 40 seconds. It has some intelligence formula going on inside. If it goes more than a few hours, the interval gets longer, and then it will remove some of the frames that it recorded earlier. Okay, that's what I love about iPhone time-lapse. So for iPhone, it's as simple as that. One more thing, because I'm recording for 10 hours or more, I need it to be powered all the way. So I've attached the power cable to a wall charger. You can't rely on the battery. The battery won't last 15 hours. So I have to attach the power to the USB-C wall power adapter. I would like to show you the lighting. Okay, when it comes to time-lapse, you need to have consistent lighting. And the lighting I use here is coming from the top. This used to be a halogen bulb, but I replaced it with an LED lamp. So the same lighting condition has been shining on this flower pot for hours. That's what we want. We don't want your time-lapse to flicker dark and bright with different type of lighting. Okay, that being said, I still get flickering because I'm not doing inside the box, I'm doing in my living room. When it's daytime, everything is bright. When it's nighttime, everything is dark. So there will still be some flickering in the daytime, but at night, it's beautiful. Now let's talk about Android. Android is a little bit different, a little bit more complicated. Let's take a look at Android phone. I'm using the Xiaomi Mi A1, and I have the Samsung Galaxy S10, which has time-lapse built in, and they call it hyperlapse. But I've tried that and I don't like the quality. So for Android, I found one app, a free app for shooting time-lapse, and it's called Framelapse. There you go, it's called Framelapse and it's free. Go ahead and download it now so that I can show you how to set it up. Framelapse is free, but it's got some features that is locked, and that's the premium part. Anyway, I've been recording with the free version. Okay, unlike iPhone where everything is automatic, for Framelapse you need to do some settings. Okay, over here, right at the top is your playback. Whatever you record here, you'll play back the recent video. And the second one on the menu is the resolution. Okay, by default it says recommended 2160p, and that's called 4K resolution. We'll leave it as it is. That's the highest resolution, better than 1080p. Then the next item in the menu, which looks like a camera, tap on it. This is for us to adjust focus, white balance, and exposure. And then we have the timer and some special effects. I lock my white balance and I lock my exposure. Here, there's switch camera. What does this mean? Okay, now it switches to the selfie camera. If I were to switch back, switch camera, it switches to the front camera. Some people call this the rear camera. Now, what's this? This is the frame interval. Okay, this is where we need to do settings. Okay, it goes by milliseconds, seconds, minutes, and hour. So if you want to shoot clouds, it is good to set around 3 to 5 seconds. I prefer 3 seconds for shooting clouds moving across the sky. If I want to shoot plants growing up, for plants it is recommended to use interval of 10 minutes and then press OK. And there's one more setting to do, the next one, video duration. How long is the final video? I can say I want the final video to be about 30 seconds, just like the iPhone. 30 seconds. So we have set frame interval at 10 minutes, video duration 30 seconds. So there's another way of setting. Okay, we can go back to this camera icon here. We go back to this camera icon. There is a wizard. We click on wizard. It will ask you, what is the recording duration? How long you want to record? Let's say I'm going to record overnight. I say 12 hours. Okay, 12 hours. Then the next question is, what's the video duration you want? The output, the final video. Okay, if I were to follow iPhone, it will be 30 seconds. So I select 30 seconds. And what happens is the wizard automatically calculates the interval. I want to show you one more setting. There's the 3 dots here on the bottom right. It's called settings. Okay, first one is camera grid. I turn it on. What's the grid? If you look at this, can you see the tic-tac-toe lines? This is where we place our subject, a subject of interest. Okay, ignore notifications. Have to turn on 100%. Options. What do we have here? Options. Video optimization. Turned it on. You optimize my video. Show information. Okay, turn it on. Then low battery storage, stop. Okay, leave it on. Torchlight. Okay, I don't recommend using torchlight. Please get an external light. That will look better. And now frame rate at the bottom. Frame rate. We have default and 3 other choices. For me, I would recommend just leave it at default. Otherwise, choose 30 frames per second. That's it. So focus, tap to focus, and press record. And because we're going to leave it for more than 10 hours, we want to save our screen. There is a function here at the bottom right-hand corner to turn off the screen. Okay, to bring it back, just tap anywhere, and it's back. Okay, to stop recording, just press the red button, and it stops. I just show you my time-lapse settings for two different phones, the iPhone and the Android phone. Do you have a better setting for recording time-lapse? This is Adrian Lee from videolane.com. See you in the next one.